Travel along, Catholic pilgrims, as we read letters from the voyages of St. Frances Cabrini as she traveled around the Western Hemisphere sharing the good news of Christ. Welcome, Catholic pilgrims. It is time to travel with Mother Cabrini from London to New York. Today in the letter, Mother Cabrini is going to make mention of persecutions happening in France to Catholics. I'm really only familiar with the French Revolution and the persecutions that happened then, but it's 1902 in our reading for today, so this obviously isn't the French Revolution. So I went to look it up. Yes, between the years of 1900 and 1906, there was intense persecutions in France targeting the Catholic Church and specifically religious orders. It stems from a law passed in 1900 called the Associations Law of 1901. I know that seems weird because the dates are flip-flopped, it seems. Anyway, this law passed because secularism was on the rise and anti-clerical sentiment, and it severely restricted the activities of religious orders, including requiring them to register as associations and limiting their ability to operate schools and other institutions. So, based off what I found in researching this, many Catholic schools and institutions were closed, and the Jesuits were expelled because they are a teaching order in many ways, and the state just couldn't have that. I wanted to bring this to your attention so that you understand the context of today's letter. To be honest, the negative effects of the French Revolution and this persecution that Mother writes about can still be seen in France today. Let's go ahead and open to page 271 and begin. London to New York, August 1902. August 23rd, 1902. My dear children, oh, quanti bei manipoli, che sparsi son nel campo, senza temer inciampo, con Dio raccogliero, mon mi scomenta il viaggio, neppur la porcella, sempre da bueno angela, la fuscio mia ferro. Gesù, quel caro Dio, mi accende in fondo al cor, il papito d'amor, spromando domia ad pora. Sodange, file care, sempre per mi pregate, il divin cuore amate, che il cuore poi inebria. Oh, how many beautiful bundles that are scattered in the field, without fear of stumbling. I will gather with God. The journey does not frighten me, not even the storm. Always as a good handmaid I will carry out my task. Jesus, that dear God, he lights up in the depths of my heart, the heartbeat of love urging me to work. Come then, dear daughters, always pray with me. Love the divine heart that can intoxicate the heart. On board the Etruria of the Cunard Line, my thoughts fly to you, my beloved children, you who afford me so much comfort, and though I am tired and worn out, nevertheless I write you, for I know you are anxious to have some news, and it is a great pleasure for me to satisfy your desires. I arrived in London on August the 5th, after having visited our house in Paris, which, like a steamer guided by a good pilot, is spreading its sails and navigating prosperously in the midst of the terrible storm that at this moment is agitating all religious institutes in France, causing them great consternation. I could not have done otherwise, for this brave pilot, this omnipotent pilot, is the heart of Jesus of Montmartre, to whom I confided in a special manner our interests in France. From the height of that happy hill where he is honored, he benignly looks at his children and defends them from the wild billows that assault and threaten to destroy all that savors of religion. In a word, everything animated by God's charity. It is a real miracle that the house still exists. The sisters near us and even the sisters of charity have been sent away from the schools. They could not get the better of their enemies, though the people rose up to defend them, guarding their houses night and day. We, as foreigners, have few friends in France, and I did not ask even those few to defend us. But I placed all my confidence in that sweet and amiable Sacred Heart of Montmartre, which in the end is destined to save the whole of France, and will cause to arise from this storm much good and new favor that will render France worthy of her honorable traditions. That is all for today, Catholic Pilgrims. I'll see you back here soon, and until then, live the faith boldly and travel well.